Ladies and gentlemen, on the Sporty Show, we have Athletic Club's midfielder, the Spanish and ex-Manchester United legend is Ander Herrera. Ander, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. All good. Thank you very much. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank you. Right, I'll just go straight into it, obviously, because we don't have much time. I mean, you are currently sixth in the La Liga league table currently. Now, if you were the coach, what would you do differently to get yourselves to top four for the season?
I would keep doing the same things because we have lost some points in games where we should have won. I remember Atletico de Madrid at home, we lost in the last minute. Girona away, we lost in the last minute. Those games we played well, we deserve more, so I would try to keep doing the same things. Obviously, being more careful in the last minutes of the games, but I think we are in a good moment. We are playing well. We are making it difficult for the opponents, so I wouldn't change much.
Right, makes sense. And the next match you are having is your Basque derby. Okay, so you are facing Real Sociedad. Now, this is your 174th meeting, Ander. The question now is, if you were to explain to a normal African audience what this match means to you and the Basque people, how would you explain it?
I think it's not too difficult to explain. If you see all the derbies all around the world, normally there is like violence, there is like that rivalry, sometimes negative rivalry, and here in the Basque country is different. You can see in the game families together, mixed with different shirts, Athletic Club, Real Sociedad. The way they behave during the game and after and before the game, there is never a fight. It's like a friendly derby. Of course, everyone wants to play. Everyone wants to kill the opponent sportively. I mean, in sports, everyone wants everyone wants to laugh at the opponent at the end of the game, but always with respect, always without violence, and that's what we like. That's what we want. We want to win. We want to keep above them. They are only 2 points behind us, but it's important for us. It's not only the 3 points. They are important, of course, but also to keep in those European positions.
Right, now makes sense. Thank you very much for that one. Now, this game is going to be happening in the famous ground, San Mamés. Now, I mean, you guys would hardly lose games. If you've only lost one game this season, you know, in the stadium, do you think that is going to kind of like boost your confidence for this particular derby coming up?
Of course, we feel strong at home. We didn't lose many games last year. Also this season, only Atletico de Madrid, if I am not wrong, as you say. But we respect also Real Sociedad. They are capable of coming to San Mamés and winning the game. So we have to be very, very respectful. It's true that we feel strong in front of our fans. We feel that we can beat any team when we are at home. But Real Sociedad is a tough opponent. They are used to win away. They come from beating Barcelona in the last game. So yes, we feel confident, but also respecting Real Sociedad because they deserve to be respected.
Now, the last time you had this competition, you won, by a 2-1 lead. Do you reckon that, by the end of this one, is going to also be a win for yourselves?
Hopefully, but every game is different, new season, some different players, some moments, I don't like to think too much about what happened before. I always try to focus on the moment, on the next game that we have to play, and that's the best way to prepare the game, in my opinion.
Now, in the Europa League, right, you've had 3 wins, 1 draw so far. Now, do you think you have what it takes to actually win the league?
Wow, the competition is long. There are many teams that they want to be champion. They are top clubs like Manchester United, for example. So let's go step by step. Now we have to play Real Sociedad in La Liga, and after will be Elfsborg in Europa League. but let's go day by day. I don't like to focus too much on what can come in a few months. I prefer to think in this moment, and this moment will be Elfsborg at home. We want to keep winning, we want to qualify for the next round, but step by step.
Now, I'm happy that you mentioned Manchester United, and knowing that you're obviously a Manchester United legend, I mean, people would consider you one of the important players that passed through the club. Now, do you think the appointment of Ruben Amorim was the best thing for Manchester United at this point?
Absolutely. I have followed Amorim in the last few years. What he have done in Sporting has been great. He has the charisma, he has the character. I think good times are coming. I don't know if I think so because I love the club and I love the badge, and I want the club to be successful every single year. But I like Ruben Amorim. I like that appointment, and I think it's going to be great for the club in the next few years. I am very optimistic.
Now, finally, and this is the last one. You have obviously played in 3 major leagues. If you've played in PSG, French League One, you've obviously currently playing in La Liga, where you started from actually, and you've also played in England, the Premier League. Which of them would you consider the toughest league you've been in?
The toughest, it's difficult to say because every league is difficult. For example, in Spain, in the last 10, 15 years, we have, I mean, as a country, Sevilla, Real Madrid, Barcelona, they have dominated the European football with Europa League trophies, with Champions League trophies. But it's true as well that also in England, 4, 5, 6 teams can fight for the league. That doesn't happen in Spain because it's Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico de Madrid normally. And in France, Paris Saint-Germain has dominated the league in the last few years. But I couldn't say this league is tougher than the other one because of that. In La Liga, Premier League is tough, it's true, but the European football is La Liga has dominated the European football in the last few years. So I have enjoyed the 3 competitions. I have enjoyed the 3 countries. I feel very, very lucky to have been able to play for these amazing clubs. But I couldn't say just this competition is the toughest.
Now, Ander, I mean, when a Nigerian says that's the last question, just believe that's the second to last. This is definitely the last question. Who is your greatest footballer that you've ever played with? Or who is the greatest person you've played with on the same pitch?
Messi, always. Messi is, I had the opportunity to play with him in Paris 1 year, was amazing, the best player in my opinion in the history of football. And I think in Nigeria you appreciate football as well as I do, and we have to recognize Messi is different. Of course, there are some amazing players that I have played with, like Ibrahimovic, Rooney, Schweinsteiger, Neymar, Mbappe, Sergio Ramos, players that they will be remembered forever in the history of football. But Messi for me is the top of the top.
Well, thank you very much, Ander, for speaking to SportyTV, and hope you have an amazing season. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Nigeria and all my fans in Nigeria. I always receive a lot of messages from United fans in Nigeria, and thank you very much.
Nigerians, he's saying hello to you. He's giving you a serious shout out.
A lot of United fans there.
We appreciate it. All right.
Bye-bye.